Hello everyone, today is the 6th of October as I record this. It is like 10 minutes until 10 o'clock, so you'll probably see this at around midnight. So what I'll be talking about in this video is the US general election. Now, why should I talk about this, even like I'm a Filipino? But I should be talking about this because, well, this very election could have massive ramifications for us as a country because of, well, the West Philippine Sea, of all things. So this very election could determine whether or not we get to fight to keep the West Philippine Sea. So this election is worth looking at. So let us begin with the first aspect. I will be covering two aspects. First is, how does the US vote on its elections? So unlike here in the Philippines, where every single voter has the same amount of power, like someone from the National Capital Region has the same amount of voting power as someone from the Dinagat Islands. While here in the US, the voting power is disproportionately distributed. So I would like to introduce you to the Electoral College. So this is how the US actually votes on its elections. It was designed way back then by the founding fathers because it was supposed to be a compromise between the northern states up here and the southern states down here, something like that. So yeah, so let's take two examples for how this this thing disproportionately distributes its power, its electors. So the way that this thing was determined is by the amount of representatives each state has plus its 2 senators. So that's 435 plus 100 senators, 435 House representatives plus 100 senators, and then 3 electors from the District of Columbia. That gives you 538. And that gives you this map. So let's take a look at two very striking examples. First up, California. It has 54 electoral votes, which is equivalent to about, it has 54 electoral votes with a population of 39 million people, which gives 1 electoral vote for every 722,000 people. While on the other hand, Wyoming has a population of 581,000 people with 3 electors. Now that seems, equal, but when you actually do the math, it's 1 electoral vote for every 193,000 people, which means, yes, a vote from Wyoming counts more than a vote in California. Yeah, very messed up, I know. So that's how the US votes on its elections. Very disproportional. So now the second aspect is, what states do actually determine the election? Well, they are called the swing states, and there are 7 of them. Let's take a look at them. And first one is Arizona. It has 11 electoral votes, and these are the issues. Feel free to pause. Biden won the state by 10,000 votes back in 2020. Next is Georgia, which has 16 electoral votes. This one is very surprising because this is Georgia's very first time voting for a Democrat, sit forever, It Biden won the state by 13,000 votes. So yeah. And next is Michigan with 15 electoral votes. Biden won the state by 150,000. So yeah, no. Next we've got Nevada. It has 6 electoral votes, and Biden won the state by 34,000. Next is North Carolina. This one is also a very odd one. It has 16 electoral votes. Trump won the state by 74,000, but this became a swing state because the margin of victory of Trump in the state became narrower and narrower. So yeah, so this state could flip, not this year, but maybe in 2028 or 2032, just one of those. So this state is still worth looking at. Next is Pennsylvania, the biggest swing state of the 7. It has 19 electoral votes. Biden won the state by 82,000. And finally, we've got Wisconsin, where it has 10 electoral votes, and Biden won the state by 21,000. Okay, boards? Oh, now, here's one final thing that we'll be looking at. What other scenarios could happen? You know, like, this is the already shaded. I've shaded this myself, like all of the toss-up states. I left them out blank for obvious reasons. With this thing included, like, what is this thing? So, let me quickly explain. In 48 states, it's a winner-take-all system, where, here in California, for example, regardless of whether or not Harris won the state by 51% or by 99% of the popular vote, she still gets all 54 electoral votes. Same goes for Texas. If Trump won that state by 51 or 99, regardless, Trump wins all of those 40. It's not proportional distributed, is what I'm saying. However, there are 2 states which this rule does not apply. They are Nebraska and Maine. Oh, sorry, Nebraska and Maine. Now this is Nebraska's 2nd congressional district. While although it leans Democratic, it is still considered a toss-up district because it's still considered a toss-up district because what could happen is that Trump could win. No. Okay, that's stream. Now, where this could happen, no, like, those scenarios again. Hold on. Oh, I forgot. Okay, again. Okay, so that. Wait, what was that scenario again? No, Oh, right. This could happen. Um, yeah, if you know, the if you Maine's second congressional, what? No, no. Ah, there we go. If Maine's first district flips to blue, and Michigan, Wisconsin, Nevada, and Arizona go to Harris, while Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia go to Trump, this could be a nightmare scenario, is what it's called, where neither of the candidates win outright. So this is actually very possible. And yeah, this situation is, ugh. So, not a really, it's probably worst case scenario this could happen. Because if this happens, well, Trump could be back in the White House, since currently the House of Representatives is controlled by Republicans. So, yeah, not a good sign, I should say. Which is why this second congressional district is highly important. So let's flip the first congressional district to blue as well as that. Then we go back to that nightmare scenario again. There we go. And yeah, if this so happened, this tiny slither could determine whether or not we will have the first female president of color in the United States history, or the second only person to have 2 non-consecutive terms. So, which option would you choose? Of course, the very first one. So, even though this district leans Democratic, it's still anybody's game. So, yeah, which is why this district is, nope, not that. This district is incredibly important to every single Democrat. So, yeah. Anyways, that is it for now. Okay, I yapped way less than I did with my first take, so this is a very good sign. Anyways, that is it for now. Please do not take any of what I said as gospel. I simply just, stated something that is from my head, and I'm a very dumb man, so, or dumb boy, whichever would you choose, it's still correct. So, yeah, you're right. Goodbye. How do you turn this off? Is this it? What?